जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। ये आदि-लीला का बुक, ये मध्य लीला दिया। मिला नहीं मिलेगा तो छोड़ दीजिए। हाँ बोलिए। रीडिंग फ्रॉम श्री चैतन्य चरितामृता Adi-Lila 4th chapter, text number 26, 24, 25 and 26. माता मोरे पुत्र भावे करे न बंधन अति ही न ज्ञान करे लालना पालना शका शुद्ध शक्य करे स्कंदारोहण तुम्ही कोण बड़ लोक तुम्ही आम्ही क्षमा. 26 has purport, so this can be recited by devotees also. प्रिय यदि मन करी कारय वर्षन वेद स्तुति है ते हरे से मोरा मन. प्रिय यदि मन करी कारय वर्षन वेद स्तुति है ते हरे से मोरा मन. प्रिय यदि मन करे कारय वर्षन वेद स्तुति है ते हरे से मोरा मन. कोई माता जी? Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Text number 24. Mother sometimes binds me her son. She nourishes and protects me, thinking me utterly helpless. 25. My friends climb on my shoulders in pure friendship, saying, what kind of big man are you? You and I are equal. 26. If my beloved consort reproaches me in a sulky mood, that steals my mind from the reverent hymns of the Vedas. Purport. According to the Upanishad, all living entities are dependent on the supreme living entity, the personality of Godhead. As it is said in the Katha Upanishad, Nityo Nityanam Chetanam Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman. One eternal living entity supports all the other eternal living entities. Because the Supreme Personality of Godhead maintains all the other living entities, they remain subordinate to the Lord, even when joined with Him in the reciprocation of the loving affairs. But in the course of exchanging transcendental love of the highest purity, sometimes the subordinate devotee tries to predominate over the predominator. One who lovingly engages with the Supreme Lord as if he were his mother or father sometimes supersedes the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Similarly, his fiancée or lover sometimes supersedes the position of the Lord. But such attempts are exhibition of the highest love. Only out of pure love does the subordinate lover of the Supreme Personality of Godhead chide him. The Lord, enjoying this chiding, takes it very nicely. The exhibition of natural love makes such activities very enjoyable. In worship of Supreme Lord with veneration, there is no manifestation of such natural love because the devotee considers the Lord as his superior. Regulative principles in devotional service are meant for those who have not invoked their natural love of Godhead. When natural love arises, all regulative methods are surpassed and pure love is exhibited between the Lord and the devotee. Although on such a platform of love, the devotee sometimes appears to be predominant over the Lord on transgress regulative principles. Such dealings are far more advanced than ordinary dealings through regulative principles with awe and veneration. A devotee who is actually free from all designation due to complete attachment in love for the Supreme exhibits spontaneous love for Godhead, which is always superior to the devotion of regulative principles. The informal language used between lover and beloved is indicative of pure affection. When devotees worship their beloved as the most venerable object, spontaneous loving sentiments are observed to be lacking. A neophyte devotee who follows the Vedic instruction that regulate those who lack pure love of Godhead may superficially seem more exalted than a devotee in spontaneous love of Godhead. But in fact, such spontaneous pure love is far superior to regulated devotional service. Such pure love of Godhead is always glorious in all respects, more so than reverential devotional service rendered by a less affectionate devotee. Om Ajnana-Timiram Dasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namavom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Vancha Kalpataru Bheshya Kripa Shindu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasani Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Bangum Langayatam Hare Krishna. Welcome to all the devotees to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita class. I seek blessings of all devotees assembled here for I can speak something for my own purification and glorification of the Lord. So, when I was just preparing for exams, so we used to have always an anxiety, how you prepare and what will come in the exam. Like you prepare so many questions, you are not sure, exactly what will come in the exam. There is always an excitement, the syllabus you prepared, how the question paper will be. Is it tough or easy or like that? So sometimes when I come for the giving class to such exalted assembly, I feel like that. So I might have prepared so many things, but the thing is that I may forget. I have a short, not so such an intelligent memory. So that is a excitement I have. Anyway, by blessing the devotees, I think I can do some service. Here, this Chaitanya Charitamrita is called a PhD subject. The Paramahamsa in IIT we used to call PhD devotees as permanent Hare Krishna devotees. Their PhD means they are permanent Hare Krishna devotees. So that means Chaitanya Charitamrita is that exalted subject on which a person like me, can only get some drops and very unqualified. But still, what exactly when we read the Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Lord Chaitanya's mercy, which is coming through here, can elevate our consciousness when we read it, in a attentive and a respectful manner. So there is a very beautiful thing in Chaitanya Charitamrita, like Srila Kaviraj Goswami, he starts every chapter with a very amazing shloka. If you see this particular chapter, he starts with a very amazing shloka. We'll just recite that shloka also before this fourth chapter, Adi-Lila. Sri Chaitanya Prasadena tadrupasya vinirnyayam bhalope kurte shastram drishtva vrajavilasinaha. This is the first shloka of fourth chapter. What it says, by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even a foolish child can fully describe the real nature of Lord Krishna, the enjoyer of the pastimes of Vraja, according to the vision of the revealed scriptures. We can see this particular aspect of even the small child, how it can understand Krishna's nature. We can see in the Srila Prabhupada pastime, when Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, he was meeting a lot of Chaturvedis, Trivedis, so much expert in the Shastric knowledge. And in the conversation, Srila Prabhupada asked them, what do you understand? Who is God? Or who is Supreme Lord? Then they tried answering that, Prabhupada, how, there are so many scriptures, so many scriptures say so many things. How to conclusively say this is the correct thing? They were such a simple question, but they failed to answer in an exact manner. They tried telling so many arguments, Brahmeti, Paramatma, Bhagavan, like that. There are so many arguments. But when Srila Prabhupada called a little Saraswati and asked her, that baby, then who is Supreme Lord? She immediately answered that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Prabhupada gives a cookie. And again he asked, who is Krishna? Then she says, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's how the particular, when we are practicing devotional service, the highest truths are revealed in a very simple manner. Sometimes, when I used to go for book distribution, many people ask, do you know this Purana, that Purana, or do you know that Upanishad? And I say, I never read those Upanishads. Then you are saying you are a full-time devotee, practicing, you are distributing Gita and everything. Don't you know all the scriptures? I said, I don't know. Because all the essence of the scriptures is given in the, where? In the Srimad Bhagavad-gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Vedesh Sarve Mahameva Vedyu. Entire Vedas, entire is given in simple in book like Bhagavad-gita. So why to waste time when we have the essence with us? That is the understanding which I tell them. And but if you ask them simple questions of which we know the fundamentals, what is spiritual world, what is material world, they may not be able to answer properly. They may quote shlokas, but somehow they are not capable of answering. One more recent example, a few days before, my mother called me. She was asking me an interesting question. She said, I am seeing some YouTube videos where the devotee children are answering questions asked by some other people. My mother was asking, "Are you just 5-6 year small baby? How he was answering such questions?" Even I am not able to understand. With 50-60 years of my age, how this 4-year, 5-year boy or girl is answering such in-depth questions on philosophy and Vedanta and Gita, Krishna, and what is material world, what is spiritual world. How is it? The answer is simple. We all know that because they have taken birth not just like that. They were like they are taken birth with Garbhadan Samskar, and the parents have given them such amazing teachings even in the womb. So we used to sometimes call the school preaching as a Prahlad preaching, where we go to before they get graduated in the school itself, we are preaching the fundamentals of Gita and everything. So just like Prahlad learned everything in the womb, similarly, these devotee children, they are learning the concept of devotional service, even where they are just not even, grown to their regular senses. They are so small. So that is the power of Krishna consciousness, which is explained in this first shloka. So that is happening by Lord Chaitanya's mercy and coming through our parampara, especially Srila Prabhupada and our gurus. So even the Balopi Kurute Shastram, even the small child can comprehend such difficult, meanings of Shastras. Then we see how this chapter progresses is that how different things are explained. How Krishna was feeling in his heart when he was what type of things he was feeling in his heart. Why he came as Lord Chaitanya. So those things are mentioned here. So we see in the 5th shloka of this Adi-Lila, Radha Krishna Pranay Vikritir Hadini Shakti Rasmad. So the shloka goes that Radha Bhava Dyuti Suvalitam Naomi Krishna Swarupam. So the Lord Chaitanya, he came in the bhav of Srimati Radharani. So actually they were two. I mean to say, initially Krishna expanded as internal potency as Radharani to reciprocate the love. Then later on, when Lord said, I want to understand how it feels to be a devotee, then he again both combined together to become Lord Chaitanya. So this is same Lord Krishna who in the mood of Srimati Radharani, he came as Lord Chaitanya. We just celebrated Gaura Purnima festival with so many arrangements, like that. So then what exactly is the understanding between these avatars? Because like we see in every, every yuga, different avatars came. So we'll recite one shloka from the Narsimha Purana, which gives the connection or the gradation of different avatars. So we'll just display it here. It's from Narsimha Purana. It is also one of the proof of Lord Chaitanya's incarnation. Is it displayed? Satya Daitya. Can you repeat? Satya Daitya Kuladi Nasha Samaye Simhordamartya Kriti Tretayam Dashakandaram Paribhavan Rameti Nama Kriti Gopalan paripalayan brajapure. Bharam haran dvapare. Gauranga priya kirtana kaliyuge. Chaitanya nama Prabhu. So this Lord who came in the like the Satyuga as the, how he came? How he came as the like Narsimha avatar. So many avatars, but here he mentioned about Narsimha avatar. And then the same Lord came as Lord Rama and killed what? As a Narsimha he killed Ravan. Ravan nahi. Kya hai? Hiranyakashipu. And in Lord Rama he killed Ravan. And then Krishna he killed Kamsa. But in Lord Chaitanya when he came in the Kali Yuga he killed, whom he killed? किसी को मारा है क्या? नहीं. He only killed the demonic propensities within the heart of devotees and he preached the Krishna consciousness, That is Lord Chaitanya. He did not kill anyone, that he killed the root cause of the problem. That is the demonic tendencies and the anarthas within us. So, just like in the future now, next we are coming with Ram Navami and also like Nrsimha Chaturdashi. So, let us see this particular shloka which Srila Prabhupada is explaining here in the light of this particular shloka where it is giving a connection between different avatars. So in the scriptures, there is one amazing pastime of Samudra Manthan Leela. All of us know, right? In the Samudra Manthan Leela, like when the demigods and demons wanted to churn they wanted nectar. So then initially the idea was given by Lord Vishnu that if you want nectar, what we should do? Churn the milk ocean. Then both the like Devi Devatas and the demons thought how to do it, because we don't have the energy to such a huge milk ocean. And it's not like small pot or something you go and take it. It's such a huge milk ocean. Then again they went and asked Lord Vishnu. First the Lord gave the idea that how to, what they have to do. They have to SriSriRadhaRasbihariTemple ki jai, SriSriRadhaRasbihariTemple Hanuman ki jai, Shri Gaurnitai ki jai. So the idea was given by Lord, and then when idea came, but they were not able to execute it. Then again they went to the Lord Vishnu. Then what he says, you should, both demigods and demons should form a truce and you should both churn. Then they'll come and ask what happened. But how to churn? We don't have anything to churn. Then which mountain? Which one? Manthara mountain was suggested. Okay, go and get Manthara mountain and churn. Then they again say, Hare, this is itself such a big ocean. Now you are telling get Manthara. That is another big mountain. How will I get? Then he says, okay, don't worry. I will get it. He goes and Garuda mein leke aake, he'll put there. But as soon as he puts it, what happens? It sinks, because such a heavy object you put in water, immediately goes down. Then it becomes what? What? Kurma avatar. He becomes a Kurma avatar and to sustain the Manthara mountain. Then, okay, everything is given, now you start. Then, but again they get doubt. We have given everything, but where is the rope? Then he says, okay, you go and get the brother of kya naam hai, Kalia. Who is he? Vasuki. Go and get the request Vasuki to come and help in churning. Then the Vasuki comes. Then initially what happens? The tail was given to the demons and the head was taken by demigods. Then demons, they shout, Hare, this tail is inauspicious. Humko nahi chahiye. We don't want. This tail is inauspicious. We want head. Then the Lord says, okay, be it. They get the head. Then again, it is a, see the Manthara mountain is there, the tortoise is there, the Kurma avatar, and the churning rod is there, churning rope is there. But on the top again it is, thoda disturbance is there. Then again Lord expands as Ajita. With 1,000 hands, he holds the mountain from the top also, for the all sustainability. Then the demigods and demons says, Hare, you have been such a huge snake. How we will, manthan kaise karenge? We don't have energy. Then Krishna again, the Lord Vishnu again says, okay, you get the energy. They feel so much, heat after the churning starts, and they become fatigued and they stop. They say, we are not able to do it. So much heat is coming from the Vasuki when, it is getting rubbed against the Manthara mountain. Then Lord again sends rains to cool them down. So initially what, then the demons were thinking, Arey, acha tha, for initially we got the tail, but we only ourselves wanted the head. Now we are getting so much heat, right? This is our devotees explain that sometime you are given one service, but you say that I want to be the head. I want to be the head of the department. Or, so immediately the heat starts coming. Then the devotee comes and says, I told you, you are not fit for this HOD job. I told you to be the servant and sir. No, but you choose to be head of the department. Now you are facing the heat of other heads. Face it. You face the music. So this is a very amazing thing which we find when we want to aspire something above our qualification, we find more difficulty. So that's why our service should be awarded. That way we are more, our devotees knows about that kya hamare liye theek hai, what is fitting for us. Then everything happens. Then what happens? When the poison comes, Kalakut Visha, whatever you can say, the dreaded poison, which is spreading all over the milk ocean. And again they run to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu says, Arey, let me rest, Baba. I gave you everything. Now you can't do anything on your own. Everything you want from me only. So, but Lord, is so merciful. He says, okay, this time we will request Lord Shiva, because he is a Vaishnavana Yatashambhu. He is the greatest devotee. And he is a very merciful Asutosh. So, then Lord Shiva comes, he sees the situation. The entire poison he integrates into one small, like you can see in the palm, he gets in his palms. You see in the Bhagavatam the picture of Lord Shiva drinking poison with his own palms. So the amazing thing is that just like in our electronics, we had a subject called VLSI. Very large scale integrated circuits, that VLSI. So where you integrate, like earlier you see the TVs, like here you see this is smart TV. Earlier we had the big circuits and cathode ray tubes, everything. So later on it became so small and we have such a IC, integrated chips, right? So very integrated into small things, right? So same way Lord Shiva, what he does, he brings all the entire poison and he just integrates into a small, palmful, such an intense, and he drinks it. Then you see what Lord Shiva was thinking. What he was thinking? If I drink it, then Lord Ram is in my heart, and he may get affected. But if I vomit it, the devotees of Lord Ram get affected. So then then he kept the entire poison in his throat. That's why it's called Nilakanta or Kalakanta. Like that we have different names to Lord Shiva. So that is the amazing thing of our devotees. They are so compassionate. They don't want to affect suffering on anyone actually. So then the Samudra Manthan happens. Then so many objects come. What all objects came? Anyone know? For our, any guess? Anyone else? Mother Lakshmi and Airavat, moon, Uchishrava, horse. Yes? How many came total? Any number? Anyone knows? All of you are expert in scriptures. Even I don't know. Till that time I was preparing till yesterday. There are 14 items came. Just like representing 14 planetary systems, 14 items came from the Samudramantan Leela. Then, in the end, the nectar comes. Then again, demigods say, Arey, we can't trust these demons, they are very crazy, Once the nectar comes, they may cheat us. We want you again. The Lord comes as Dhanvantri and then Mohini Murti. See, in the same pastime, how many incarnations Lord took to support the cause of the devotees? So many incarnations. So that's why our devotees give very amazing lessons from the Samudramantan Leela in our own life. See, sometimes when we do services, it is very difficult to understand the hand of Lord in our own life. But we see entire Samudramantan Leela, every time there is a difficulty, Lord is there. But what the demons thought, Arey, it is we did, so we enjoy. We will not give it to the demigods. They tried to cheat. But they forgot this fundamental principle of what? Arey, Lord has allowed to come till this point of getting the nectar. If he wants, can't he take it back? Simple logic, How we miss. Sometimes we do some activities in our devotional service, kind of politics or unko pulling the leg of others. But we think, okay, by doing this activity, I will achieve that. But our ability to do even breathe, digest, everything is coming by Krishna. Will Krishna be happy with us? Whether our Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, everybody will be happy with this situation? That we forget. The logic by which we came till this point, maybe you are in some position, you want to achieve something, you try to do some politicking. But what is the gain? Krishna made you come till here, but if you do any activity which is against his will, he may be removed from there directly. Telugu mein there is saying, you may try to get something, out of the box, but what the fundamental is, that also is lost. Like we see the dog, that bone, it went to the river, or it wanted to get the bone which is the other dog is holding. Then it started barking. Then it lost its own bone. So sometimes devotees, people like me, neophytes, think that I will do some politics, some do something by which I will achieve something. But I may lose what I have. So instead, if you are grateful for what we already have, then Krishna may provide something higher if he feels you are fit for it. Just like Krishna gave them nectar to the demigods. But there are demons. We want to grab the position of the the head, then we may get the heat. We may not get nectar. Like the entire Danavas, the demons lost everything. Suppose they would have allowed Lord will, they would have got, how much they would have got? 50% nectar. But how much did they get? वो एक दो बूंद मिला है उनको, क्या था? राहु, एक दो बूंद मिला है. Instead of 50%, they got small drops. So in our case, we may not get that much also. So that's why the shloka is saying that in the same yuga, then Lord comes as Lord Narasimhadev. In the Narasimha avatar, we see the entire pastime, how Lord wanted to protect Prahlad Maharaj. That what he says? Satyam vidatum nijabhrutya bhasitam vyaptincha lokeshva vikileshu chatmanam adrusyatadya adbhutarupa mudvahan stambhe sabayan namrugam namanusham. In the 7th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam says how Satyam vidatum nijabhrutya bhashitam. The word of Lord Prahlad Maharaj, there are so many explanations. What is Nitya Bhrutya Bhashitam? The Acharyas give so many explanations. But Prahlad said there is Lord is there in the pillar. You can open it. But Hiranyakashipu was very confident because he made the palace. He knows what is there in which pillar. Then when he opens the pillar with his gada, Hare, I never put anyone inside. How he came? Then he finds, Lord Narasimha, I am not able to see his crown. Crown is in, in Vaikuntha Loka or whatever, he's in Brahmalok. And then I'm not able to see his feet. It's in Patal Lok. What type of personality is he? Such a huge. Then, but the law, like Hiranyakashipu was looking like a mosquito in front of Lord Narasimhadev. He was so angry, shouting, howling, He had a roller coaster ride, we say, such, pura hila diya, pura. And all the demigods were hiding behind the pillars. And they were thinking, Are, ek hi avatar hai na? Ye pillar mein to nahi hai. So they were hiding different pillars and saying that, okay, ek hi avatar hai, Lord Narasimha. So that is the fearsome form Lord Narasimha had. Then, we know the pastime, after killing all the demons, finally what he does? He takes Prahlad and makes him sit on his lap. Then Prahlad was feeling so happy, protected. Then Lord asked Prahlad, how you are feeling? Are you not feeling, fearsome or fearful? Prahlad says, the lion may be fearful to his other animals, but not to, it's lion club. The cubs may be very happily playing with the lion, mother lion, but they don't feel any problem. We can't do that, So because we believe, other animals are very fearful of what the lion will do. So similarly, demonic people who have demonic tendencies, they may be fearful of Lord's form. But for us devotees, Lord Narasimha is like very pleasing. Like when I initially I used to go to Mayapur, like Jananivas Prabhu once he mentioned, if you see Lord Narasimha in Mayapur very closely, actually he is smiling. See, his form is like this. He is thinking that Lord is smiling. If you bring a new person, Lord is smiling, Narasimha. Are, kya baat kar rahe? He is so fearsome. That is called Sthanu Narasimha, one of the most fearsome form, because that was the form before coming out of the pillar. Just before, once he came, he became little cool. Okay, Prahlad is safe, I can kill this fellow. But the highest anger was in Sthanu Narasimha. He was inside the pillar. That was the form of Lord Narasimhadev. So, but then Prahlad says, the question of Narasimhadev, how you are feeling? Then Prahlad says, I am feeling so protected, my Lord. Kash, you also may have this feeling. Because Lord Narasimha was not able to understand how Prahlad was feeling. He asked him. So that's why this shloka, continues this shloka, Narasimha Deva developed a desire to taste the parental affection. And that will bring to the, which avatar? Which avatar is quoted here? After Narasimha avatar? Lord Ram. Lord Ram, in Ramayanam, it is said the childhood pastimes of Lord Ram are very beautiful. But somehow, there are very few we can go through. But the scriptures say that very beautiful and Darshan Maharaj was very much attached to Lord Ram. That's why, when Vishwamitra Muni came and asked, send your children for fighting the demons, he was not at all willing, because he is so much attached and attracted by Lord Ram and Lakshman. He did not want to give them up. So that is the beauty of Lord Ram. So in Lord Ram, so that means the desire which he developed in the Narasimha avatar was fulfilled by Lord Ram avatar. Then what happens after Lord Ram avatar? There is a shloka in the in the scriptures which says about Eka Shloki Ramayana. I came across this one. Very interesting shloka. Displayed, no? So this is the entire, I don't know, I think 26,000 shlokas of Ramayana is condensed into one shloka. So what it says? Adaurava tapo nadi gamanam hatva mrugam kachanam vaidehi haranam jatayu maranam sugriva sambhashanam bali nigrahanam samudra taranam lankapuri dahanam paschatyaravana kumbhakarna what is it? Yeah, kumbhakarna hananam etaddi Ramayanam. That means entire Bhagavat, entire Ramayana is condensed in one shloka in this, this thing. According to Ramayana, the Ramayana starts when Lord Ram goes to the forest. And then after going to forest, what happened? He killed the Mruga. And then after Mruga, what happened? Vaidehi Haranam. Lord, Mother Sita get abducted. And Jatayu Maranam. The Jatayu, what happens? Jatayu gets killed. After that, he goes and finds Sugriva. And Sugriva Shambhashanam. He discusses, how to bring back Mother Sita. And what Sugriva does? Bali, Bali को मारना है, बाली को मारना है. उसके बाद समुद्र तरणम, you have to cross the ocean. And what Hanuman does? Lanka Puri Dahanam, Lanka को जला देता है. Free service, And finally, Kumbhakarna and Ravana were killed. And this is Ramayana. One shloka of Ramayana, like entire Ramayana in one shloka. So, like you see, then in this avatar, Lord Rama got fulfilled of his desire of getting parental love and affection. He had not one mother, three mothers, so much motherly love. Even everybody was loving him. All the other two mothers are also very much affectionate, actually. Till that time, Manthara came, right? But even after that also we see there are so much, they are very, their love toward Lord Ram came back. And it's just a momentary, mishap. So, Lord Ram, even though his parental love got affection he received, but somehow he did not get some more things. What were they? He wanted friends. You can say friends were there, Prabhuji. Who was a friend? Sugriva. Sugriva was a friend. So after this arrangement of Wali getting killed, what Sugriva tells? I will search Mother Sita, but not now. Why? Because? Why? Chaturmasa is coming. 4 months of rain, I can't send my soldier, they will be in the rain. So then Lord Ram agrees. Okay, after 4 months. 4 months ho gaya, 5th month ho gaya, 6th month ho gaya. No address, no call, nothing. What happening? No message. Then Lord Ram sends Lakshmana to find Sugriva. Then he finds that Sugriva was enjoying, with all newly wives, old wives, everything. Then Lord Ram comes to know, he becomes very agitated. Hare, he told me to kill Bali, I killed. Now he is not doing this, what he said. He was getting angry. Then Lakshmana get very excited. It is explained, Lord Ram and Lakshmana had a different natures. Lakshmana used to get angry with small things also. But Lord Ram would get angry very rarely. But when Lord Ram got angry and Sugriva, Lakshmana get excited. Very nice. मेरा भाई बोल रहा है उसको मारेंगे अभी. Then he tells, I am going to kill him. Hare, don't worry. First you go and talk to him. I am getting angry. You don't kill him. Then Lakshmana goes. When he was going, then all the monkeys find Lakshmana is coming with bow and arrow. They then go and inform Sugriva. Then Sugriva को याद आता है, अरे क्या हुआ? अरे कितना टाइम हो गया? 6 महीना. मेरा आज खत्म मेरा. Then in the mother monkeys tell, what you do, you send your wife first to talk to Lakshmana. Then the wife goes, I don't know, I forgot the name. He goes, as soon as the wife goes in front of Lakshman becomes normal. पूरा ठंडा हो जाता है. जितना गुस्सा था, तो वो normal हो जाता है. Then, what happened, what you want, I want to meet your husband, the Lakshman speaks very softly. Are you angry with my husband? Not at all. I just want to talk to him. Like that, he speaks very soft, polite voice. After some time, Sugriva comes. Then, Arey, chalo bhai, kya ho raha hai? Then he takes him to the Lord Ram. Then Lord Ram tried to embrace Sugriva. As a friend, Arey, you said as a friendship, you wanted to do this job, you're missing. Then what happens? Our Sugriva bows down he did not allow the Lord to embrace him. He bows down. That means always Lord make friends. Like even Hanuman also tried to befriend. In the Bhagavatam, 5th canto, there is an amazing, beautiful shloka which explains what Hanuman was thinking about Lord Ram. Na janmanunam mahato na saubhagam na vanna buddhi na krutasto hetum tairyad vrisritan apino vanaukasas chakara sakye bata lakshmana graja. This is one of the very beautiful meaning it has. I will just read what Prabhupada has written here. One cannot establish a friendship with the Supreme Lord Ramachandra on the basis of material qualities, such as one's birth in aristocratic family, personal beauty, intelligence, superior race or nation. None of these qualifications is actually a prerequisite for friendship with Lord Ramachandra. It is all this qualification, not a prerequisite. Otherwise, how is it possible that although we uncivilized inhabitants of the forest, मतलब जंगल में रहते हमारे पास कुछ है नहीं. Even if you see the Ramayana, how they were fighting the monkeys, they were just taking the boulders, trees, and fighting. They never had any kind of sophisticated weapons. So that's how they were fighting. So that's what they are saying. We never had anything to offer Lord Ramachandra, but he was offering us so much love. So we don't have the physical beauty. And we are not even gently spoken. मतलब बंदर कैसे बात करते हैं? आपको वृंदावन जाएंगे तो पता चलता है. How when you go and आपको चश्मा लेता है, how they speak in different tone, And if you go to Govardhan Parikrama, suddenly you find one bandar is just hilar. Hare, what happened? That's it. That is the language of bandar. So that's why here Lord Hanuman was mentioning that we are not even gentle people. Like we hear the pastime. After the entire Ram and all the monkeys went to Ayodhya, so monkeys told to sit in the lines for like we sit in for prasadam. So सब बंदर को एक banana दिया है first serving में. Then we'll serve all the items, then we'll start prasad. By that time Hanuman looks this side, all the bandar they opened monkey and they were throwing, fighting, छीन रहे एक दूसरा plate से. They were fighting like anything and quarreling. Then Hanuman said, "Hare, इनको control करना मेरे साथ नहीं होता." It was that is difficult, people, bandar. But Lord Ram brought everyone together and he made the bridge. So that's how even Prahlad says, we are discussing on Prahlad Maharaj in our just recent discussion. Brahmadaya suragana munayeta siddham satvaigatana vachaso vachasam satvaigatana gatajo vachasam pravahai naraditum purgunai raduna pipipru kim toshtum arhati same harirugra jate. Prahlad Maharaj is saying that my body mein the demonic blood is flowing, but still Lord is so merciful, and he is giving me darshan. He incarnated as Narsimhadev, and he is giving me mercy. What qualification I have? You see this Brahmadaya, there's Brahma, Indra, Chandra, Vayu, so many demigods are there. They can glorify Lord with such amazing poetry. I don't have any qualification. I'm just 5-year-old, and I'm born in a demonic family. But Lord is, telling me to offer prayers. That is the glory, what qualification I have. So sometimes in our life, we do something, we immediately take credit and I am qualified, I can do this thing because sometimes some services are so unique, and when we do that, we may get that feeling, मेरे अलावा कोई नहीं कर सकता है. But that feeling is not Krishna conscious, because our feeling should be that I am grateful to Lord. Lord has allowed me to do this through my Guru and Prabhupada and everybody. He has allowed me to do this. That is a grateful attitude which we have to learn from Prahlad. He was a Mahajan. Lord himself came as Narsimhadev for his only one person. If you see Lord Rama, he delivered many people. Many avatars gave so many this thing. But in Narsingha avatar is especially meant to Prahlad Maharaj. But he is not proud that अरे मेरे लिए भगवान आया है. He is very humble, and he is saying that I don't have any qualification. So That's why you see in the, like, then he tried to friend with Vibhishan. Vibhishan आया है, so he tried to befriend. So what is the, then in that, when Vibhishan came, Lord Ram says one shloka. He says what? Sakruteva prapanyoyas tavasmi iti yachate abhayam sarvata tasmai tadami etad vratam mama. Lord Ram says, even if Ravana comes and surrenders, I am going to give my shelter. That is the dadhami etad vratam mama. That is my vrata. That is my vow. That I will give anyone who comes with a surrendering mood, I will give them shelter. What to speak of? Vibhishan. So then he tried to make friendship with Vibhishan, but they may embrace him, but immediately they bow down. So in the Lord Ram avatar, he fulfilled the desire of having a parental love, but he could not fulfill the desire of having very close friendships. So then there comes, what is the next one? Which avatar? Krishna avatar. Whatever you can see, it's avatar, he is not a avatar. But he came as Lord Krishna. So Bhagavatam says, how Lord served the Pandavas and all these people is like this. Saradhya parshada sevana sakya dautya Virasananugamana stavana pranaman Snigdeshu pandushu jagat pranatimcha vishnus Bhaktim karoti napatis charanara vinde. How did Lord Krishna served all these Pandavas? Sometime as a messenger. Like, he used to offer obeisance to Yudhishthir. And he was like a friend to Arjuna. He was blessing to Nakula and Sahadev. And he was doing charioteer job for Arjuna. So like that, he served in so many different ways. He never had any reservation. Mereko aisa seva karenge, aisa nahi karenge. So that is the position of Lord Krishna, where he came. Then how he fulfilled this, desire of having friends when he was in Vrindavan. See, Vrindavan, one of the most beautiful pastime is butter stealing. So this butter stealing, all the friends were involved. Like our devotees say, they were hand in glove. Like, Lord Krishna was there, but all the friends used to come. Then one of the most funny friend of Krishna, who was he? Madhumangal. So Madhumangal was a Brahmana. So Krishna used to call him. Chalo, aaj humko 2 ghar ka luti karna hai. We have to steal butter from 2 houses. Then Madhumangal used to tell, Hare, I am a Brahmana. Mujhe chhod do. Mereko chori wori nahi karna hai mujhe. Then he said, no, you should come. You are my friend. No, mujhe Gayatri karna hai. Then he said, the perfection of Gayatri is that feeding your friend what he wants. So that's how Krishna used to convince Madhumangal with different philosophy. Then finally Madhumangal, no, mereko chori nahi karna hai, mereko nahi aana hai. Then finally Madhumangal ko bolta hai Krishna, at least you come for moral support. Don't steal, but be there. Then finally, theek hai, jana hai, chalo. Madhumangal jata hai. Then they enter the house of a gopi. Then make the pyramid. You saw the pyramid, na? That, they one by one. This khel aaya tha udhar se. Like, this, all the friends were standing and Krishna, climbs the top. By the time he went up, the gopi comes. Then Krishna tells, hey Madhumangal, start the chanting. Then he says, Madhumangal starts, he was chanting the mantras as a blessing. Because gopi thought, Hare, Brahmani chanting mantras, she bows down. Pranam kar rahe. Because before she figured out what is happening, she saw Madhumangal and Madhumangal was chanting some mantras to bless. Then she bows down. In the gap, the grace period, Krishna, all the friends run away with the butter pots. Then they were running in the windows with all the things. They were running. And then Madhumangal was not able to run. He had a pot belly. Just like, after COVID, all the software engineers, they became like sitting, they got so much bellies, They were not able to move out, work from home. So this pot belly, he was not able to run. He was not able to run. Then somehow he runs and he climbs the wall. But he was so fat, he was not able to, go that side. Then his dhoti was coming off because he was so fast. Then the gopi was catching the dhoti and pulling. And the other side, Krishna was pulling the shika. So Madhumangal was caught between on the wall. Then Madhumangal says, Krishna, मैंने बोला था मुझे नहीं आना है मैं तो चोरी किया ही नहीं है. But all friends ran away. I was the only one who got caught up, that too half. So Madhumangal was not able to do anything. Krishna thought, what should I do now? This my friend caught. Then he says, you have pot belly. What do? You breathe in. कभी breathe in करेगा तो पेट अंदर जाता है ना. जैसा breathe in करता है, Krishna pulls him. Then he comes out actually. So this is the level of intimacy Krishna had in Krishna Lila. And see how when he steals the butter, he used to feel all his friends. And he used to feed so much. There say, friends, हमको नहीं करना, और हो गया, पेट भर गया, और नहीं चाहिए. Then he used to call monkeys. Then he used to feed them. They say, monkeys, अरे बहुत हो गया Krishna, sufficient. अरे when Lord Ram avatar, I could not feed you because I was not a king that time, no, when they were helping him. So now I want to pay back. And he feeds so much. Finally what happens? They said, no, I can't take more. Then he takes the butter, he applies on the face of the monkeys. Then after going out, if you feel hungry, you take this and eat. Then he says, this is what I do. When I run away, I put all the butter on my face also, so that while running also I can take butter. So that is how Krishna is so talented in stealing. How to steal in a short time the maximum butter. Then finally when the gopi comes and the monkeys were telling, no, we don't want butter. He takes the pot and breaks it. And he says, what gopi? This butter is so nasty. Even the monkeys don't want to eat. Even after eating all the butter, he used to say, the monkeys are not interested in eating. So that is how Krishna Lila is so intimate. And in the Krishna Lila, he fulfilled the desires which he got in Ram Lila. What were they? Having friends. Another is what? Like Lord Ram is so beautiful. He's a green Ram. You see our deity is so beautiful here. Our pujaris decorate them so nicely. Like wherever Lord Ram used to go, everybody said, can you marry me? Because that time Kshatriyas can marry any number of women. Anybody, so many people used to ask. What to speak of women, even the sages of Dandakaranya. They went to Lord Ram. Kya hai baat, batao? Then he said, we want to become women. Why? So that we can marry you. So that's why even the sages of Dandakaranya got attracted to Lord Rama. Then, anytime somebody comes and asks, I want to marry you, Lord Ram used to talk to her, Sita, she is my wife. So, Lord had this concern that, so many people wanted to marry, but I could not marry. So, that's how he became a Krishna. When he came a Krishna, he married so many thousands and thousands of, queens and lakhs and crores of gopis he had. Because he wanted to fulfill the desire which he could not fulfill in the Lord Rama avatar. Then, in his Krishna avatar, he get how many desires? 3 desires. Narsimha got how many desires? How many? 1. And Narsimha avatars ke baad, Lord Ram, he got fulfilled 1 desire. Then what are the other 2? He got 2 desires. Then Lord Ram came as Krishna and he fulfilled the 2 desires. Then how many desires he got? 3 desires. And then he comes as Lord Chaitanya, which is mentioned in this sloka. Right? So that's how. So in this entire chapter explaining about what are the 3 reasons for Lord Chaitanya's appearance. The 4th chapter talks. So we can define it as 3 aspects. First one is, Lord Krishna thought he served a devotee as servant. Krishna, like we saw that how he's serving Pandavas, even the friends, so much supportive actually. If you see the Brahma Vimohan Leela also, Krishna tells his friend, you sit down, I will go and find the calves, where they gone. So he was always in a servant of servant. Krishna was actually trying to serve Pandavas, Gopas, Gopis, everyone actually. Lifting Govardhan, he was serving actually. But Lord never became a devotee in Krishna avatar. As a Krishna, he never became a devotee. But that's why Lord wanted to become a devotee himself. So first one reason is that how it feels to be a devotee. What the reason behind Lord Chaitanya's incarnation? How it feels to be a devotee. Second reason, what qualities in me which devotees are getting attracted to. And third reason is that when Krishna reciprocates, how the devotees feel. Can you repeat? What is the first reason? How it feels to be a devotee. What is the second reason? What are the qualities in me which are attracting the devotees? And third reason is, when I reciprocate, whether my devotees are taking gratefully, अरे इतना chanting कर रहे थे इतना ही आया है, यार मेरा क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं था, इतना जप मतलब मेरे को जप करने का मौका मिल रहा है, कुछ सेवा करने का मौका मिल रहा है. Are they taking gratefully? Or they are complaining? So when we are in complaining mood, Krishna is observing. No, Radha-Rasbihari is observing whether I am doing with service with grateful attitude or a complaining attitude. So that is the even Lord Chaitanya Krishna wanted to see how the devotees are feeling when I am reciprocating. So this is the essence of today's discussion. Is about why Lord Chaitanya came as a devotee form in the Kali Yuga. We have 3 internal reasons and 3 external reasons. This chapter gives the internal reasons behind Lord Chaitanya avatar. And we saw how initially in the Samudra Manthan Lila, Lord served his servants as master. He was a master, no? He was not, he served but as a master. And in the next Nrsimha, Rama avatar, Lord served servants as a friend. Why? He was asking, Are, my wife is gone, please help me. Or, please monkeys, please help me. So he was always in the friendship. And third incarnation, Krishna, Lord served servants as their servant. That shloka which Bhagavatam is saying, that how he was serving Pandavas different ways. And Lord Chaitanya avatar, he served as, Lord served devotees and everyone else as a devotee. So this is the 4 explanation given by devotees that how to understand the incarnation of Lord Chaitanya. And we all can pray to Lord Chaitanya that whatever in our service we do, we just like in Samudra Manthan Lila, we give credit to the Lord, not take the credit, and always serve in a mood of gratitude, and what he says in Sikshashtakam, and in a grateful mood serve the devotees, just like he's setting the example, like all these avatars for us actually. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Any questions and comments?
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. There is a reason why Lord Nrsimhadev is smiling.
Yeah.
Kuratalwar, he wrote a shloka describing when Lord Nrsimhadev appeared, he was so angry and then he was shaking his hands like this. And then suddenly Hiranyakashipu disappeared. Then he was searching, where is he gone? Arre, I came to kill him, where is he gone? Arre, my incarnation is wasted, he disappeared. Like that, he did like this. Arre, waste ho gaya. Then from his nails, he had fell. Then Lord Nrsimhadev smiled. Oh, hey, here he is. इतना छोटा डीमन है, इतना बड़ा अवतार वेस्ट हो गया. बिना मरने से पहले ही कोमा में चला गया था बोलते हैं. That's why Lord Nrsimhadev is smiling.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Kuratalwar is praising. अरे इतना एंगर में भी स्माइल है.
श्री चैतन्य चरितामृता की जय. श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्यः पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.